It is probably one of those questions that most of us have asked at one time or another. Are we alone in the universe? According to a new poll, more than 80 million Americans believe in aliens, and 1 in 10 claims to have seen a UFO. I just saw
1 in 10. All right, so the National Geographic Channel put together a team to see if the truth really is out there, and it's for a new series called Chasing UFOs. Take a look.
A man named Mauricio Ruiz captured something in the sky above his neighbor's house. It looks almost like a saucer in the sky.
Almost. Very rarely do you have video footage where you have broad daylight, you have points of reference, you have something that's clearly in focus. So this gives us a lot to go on, and I'm very much looking forward to meeting this guy and finding out more.
We want to meet this guy. Joining us now, our team leader, James Fox, one of the nation's top UFO experts, and Aaron Ryder, who is in charge of tech and recon for the series. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Is it a UFologist? Is that what the actual...
So they say.
Okay,
I didn't know you could be one of those.
Apparently.
3 films on the subject, so I guess I'm commonly referred to as the UFologist.
Gotcha.
Speaking of which, James, you used to be a skeptic. Now you actually believe that UFOs exist. What made you change your mind?
The preponderance of evidence. It's not necessarily one particular case, but when you have generals and FAA officials and astronauts and colonels and pilots and radar operators all telling you, hey, these things are real, at some point you go, hey, how much longer can I go on denying their credibility or discounting what they're saying? So it's preponderance of evidence, both military and civilian from around the world.
And you're not just saying that because you have a TV show.
No, I'm not. No, I'm dead serious. I'm absolutely dead serious. I was doing this for free before I got involved with National Geographic for nearly 20 years.
I see you shaking your head in agreement, Ryder. But I wonder why, if these things are real, would the U.S. government be trying to cover all of this up?
Well, trying isn't something, I guess, that we think that they're doing. I think it's out of need. You know, it would cause hysteria if the public knew all that was actually going on.
Would it, though? Because if 80 million people already believe they exist.
Here's the thing, and I've asked this question to astronauts in general. I really have, because I want to know. I'm like, why would anyone want to cover this up? This would be the greatest discovery of our time. And they say, well, look at it from a standpoint of a governing body or the military. Have to admit to say that there are these objects of unknown origin whizzing around with impunity in our airspace, and we say, they fly rings around our
we don't have any
jets,
jurisdiction over them.
And shall they turn to be hostile? Not saying that they are, but shall they turn to be hostile? We have no visible means of defense against them. And no military or governing body wants to disclose that type of information.
So for argument's sake, let's say that they are real. Predict the future for me. When are they coming in? Where are they coming from? What's going on?
Well, you're forcing me to speculate, but I've heard several hypotheses. I've heard interplanetary, I've heard interdimensional, and I've heard, I know this sounds crazy, but I'm just telling you.
From the future or something like that?
Yeah,
from the UFologist, it sounds crazy.
Apparently time is malleable, or it could be all the above. But through the process of elimination, it has been determined that it's not us. So it's, we've been to Russia, is it Chinese, it's Japanese, it's the French, and all of them had said, it's not us. So the only other possibility is
Ryder, we have this video that you taped for the show over Texas, I guess, where you're seeing a UFO. I think people can see it. We have some of the footage. What did you think you saw that night? What is this video of?
It's still undetermined to me. I mean, to me, it's unidentified. It was shocking that I actually captured it. It was something I was following, a plane route, thinking potentially that this was what these people in the town were thinking was a UFO. It was just misidentification, and then I captured that. It wasn't something that I was planning on shooting. It just happened, and I think it's really compelling. And
it's worth mentioning, too, what do you guys define as a UFO? Because some people would say, you know what, I always see that blinking light in the sky. What is a UFO?
No wings, no tail, ability to hover and accelerate from a standstill to out of sight in the blink of an eye, all without any sound, without any air disturbance, and without any sonic boom.
And you have seen this?
Military and government officials from around the world have documented these cases. They've been photographed, they've been picked up on radar, they've been visual contact. And I myself, we don't need to go into that, but a long time ago, which triggered my interest in the whole phenomenon, had a little bit of an experience with something that was a little more ambiguous, but certainly piqued my curiosity.
That's what changed you?
What changed me was the meeting with the military guys, because they're nuts and bolts kind of people. They're not the kind of, they're not looking for attention. So.
This is very interesting.
I know, it's piqued my interest. I want to know more. We'll have to see. James Fox and Aaron Ryder joining us this morning.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
And you can see Chasing UFOs on Friday nights on the National Geographic Channel.